Alright, it's October, it's scary season. It's time to gather around, okay, let me tell you about something scary. SCP, I love the whole SCP thing. The lore behind it is just really fascinating to me. It's super scary, it's super creepy. And if you were into scary PC games like 10, 15 years ago, you would know a lot about SCP Containment Breach and SCP-087-B. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then those are just a bunch of weird letters and numbers that probably don't mean much to you. Yeah, if you're out of the loop, just look up the SCP wiki. Basically, it's a bunch of made-up phenomenons where it's like stuff of supernatural entities that are discovered by the government that have like supernatural otherworldly powers, and they are researched and contained by the government. Like I said, it's all story, it's all fiction, it's all lore, but it's very cool stuff, very creepy. Well, I just saw this today. There's a publisher named Nordcurrent Labs, and there's a developer named Misfit Village, and they have both revealed their SCP-inspired first-person horror investigation game, which is called Go Home Annie. I guess the alpha was released about a year ago, but the completed version is slated to hit consoles as well as PC via Steam, Epic Store, and I believe some other platforms next year in 2024. I think that's very cool, especially because all SCP games so far have only been on PC, right? Consoles have not gotten the love of these very cool, very creepy games. Misfit Village creative director Mladen made the comment that even if you are not well versed in the SCP Foundation community, this game will still have a very good place for you, as it is kind of its own standalone story. So in Go Home Annie, I guess you will step into the shoes of a person called Annie, yeah, shocker, which is a low-ranking employee of the SCP Foundation, which if you don't know is a covert organization with a mission to secure and contain anomalous entities called SCPs and safeguard the general population from them. And you have to ask the question why you are repeatedly testing these replicas with outcomes that appear to remain unchanged. I've seen some gameplay for it, and it looks like they just released a teaser trailer today. So in the game, you are exploring this facility, very similar to SCP Containment Breach, where there are multiple SCPs within the facility. The promo for the game just shows a bucket filled with blood that has like legs or arms coming out of it. I believe this is a specific SCP, or at least I would assume it is. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but I'm assuming this is one of the very many SCPs that will be in the game. I don't know, to me SCP is just totally cool. It's very creepy if you actually dig into the lore of it. If you kind of immerse yourself into that environment, into that universe, into that belief that, you know, the government has control over these anomalies that are like supernatural. Like I said, of course it's all fiction, but especially given that this is the spooky month of October, I think that it is just a very cool thing to talk about, especially since the trailer was released today. Definitely look out for this game next year. You might not have known it, but SCP definitely inspires a lot of scary projects, like scary games, scary movies, stuff like that. For example, the game Iron Lung that Markiplier is actually making a movie on right now. It's widely assumed that that is actually based off of an SCP, which essentially boils down to just like fan fiction that was written by somebody. So definitely check out the teaser trailer that was released today. You can check out some alpha gameplay as well. It looks very cool. And like I said, if you are not familiar with the environment and the lore of the whole SCP thing, definitely do yourself a favor, especially in the spooky month of October, and look up the SCP wiki. Also, it looks like that Misfit Village is kind of a brand new startup company. It looks like they were just created last year. I love small startup companies, so definitely go and show them some love. I hope next year's game really takes off and gets their foot in the door.